Well, good morning. It's time to get back to work on this old Dodge truck. You know, I've been thinking about a name, and it's a Dodge Warlock. And Warlock is a fella. You know, normally when we guys, when we name something, we give it a woman's name, a girl's name, whatever, female name. But a Warlock is a guy. So, I'm going to have to, I keep thinking about Bewitched. That show from when I was a kid. Who was it? Uncle? I'll think of it in a little while. But anyhow, Elizabeth Montgomery was the witch, but she had an uncle that was a warlock comedian back in those days. I'm trying to think of the uncle something. We might have to go with that if I think of it. But anyway, today I'm going to work on, I got some stuff. I got some bolts for the carburetor to sit on. I got some intake manifold gaskets. I got a gasket to put the carburetor on. You know, I bought an intake and a carburetor for it. Truck had a 2-barrel on it. Somebody took the 2-barrel carburetor off of it, so that left the 2-barrel intake on there. And being a 360, I want to go with a 4-barrel, so I have picked up a 4-barrel intake with the carburetor, but the carburetor's just sitting on there, and the guy's got some regular bolts just kind of holding it in place. So I got to take that apart, and I want to get it ready to mount, and then we'll go from there. I'm still trying to think of that fella's name, Uncle something. I'll think of it later. But anyway, I'm going to get started on this intake, and we'll see how far we get today on that. Hey everybody, I'm Larry.
And I'm Sansi.
And this is our dog, Bella. You'll see her in a lot of our videos, normally catching the ball behind us when we throw it. We got a trailer in the way today.
Hey, she goes around it.
Our channel is ForeverHuff'sLiving. It's basically a vlog about our retirement life, really. We try to travel a lot. Sometimes we'll hop a plane.
Maybe take a cruise.
We like to cruise. We got a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
We use our fifth wheel every now and then. And sometimes we just vlog about what we're doing around the house here, what project we have going on. And normally there's a project. So look, we're glad you stopped by our channel. We hope you will subscribe. We're glad you stopped by our channel. We hope you'll subscribe and become one of our loyal followers. Yeah, it is.
And now, back to the video.
All right, so there we go. That's what we're working with today. Let me see if I can turn that down a little bit. Yep. So the carburetor's just sitting on here. He's got just some regular old bolts kind of holding it in place. I'm going to take all this off. We're going to see if our gasket is the correct gasket to work on here, and we'll try to get this thing together today. At least have it ready to go on, and then we'll see about getting the old intake off. And y'all know the drill. Okay, carburetor looks clean. You know, you never know when you buy secondhand stuff if you're getting good stuff or not, but I think we're going to be okay here. Yep, I really do. All right, I'm going to keep working on it here. I got to get me a crescent wrench. All right, yeah, Uncle Arthur. That's who it was. Uncle Arthur. That was his name. On the show, he was a comedian. What was his real name? I can't really think. I'll have to search that out in a little while and see if I can picture him. He was really funny. He was one of the top comedians back in the day. That looks like about a half-inch. We'll just go get us a wrench. Anyway, so would that be a good name for the truck? Uncle Arthur, the Warlock. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't ring right to me. Might have to keep thinking on that one. right, so we've got the intake cleaned up. I'm looking at what all's got to come off the truck to be able to put this intake on, so that's going to take a while. I'm going to start on that today. I don't know if I'll get it finished by any means. I got some appointments in town I got to make. Look, I want to show you something I got here. I've got a powder coating deal system that I bought from Harbor Freight probably 10 years ago. I've never taken it out of the box, but that's something I want to try also, some of the smaller pieces. I got me a little bake in the oven that I can use for some small stuff. So I might take something off today, something small that I can fool with that. Maybe try to do a little powder coating on a small piece. You know, and I know people say, why don't you just do one thing at a time? There's so much to do on this truck from one end to the other. You know, it's like the old saying, eating the elephant, you know, one bite at a time. So I'm just I might work on something on the tailgate, and this afternoon be back on the engine or on the front cap. You know, it's so much has to be done. I come out here in my shop, I'm retired, I just work on whatever. So we might try a little powder coating today with that system that I've never even taken out of the box. So just hang with me, we'll do whatever. All right, we got the intake cleaned up, took it outside, cleaned it up good. My bolts work, carburetor will go on, but I want to wait until I put it on the truck before I put the carburetor on. I did take a small piece off the truck. I was going to do the powder coating, but believe it or not, I took the powder coating thing out of the box, brand new. I say brand new, I've had it for years, probably 10 years. Yeah, it wouldn't work, it wouldn't come on. So I spent yesterday afternoon kind of fooling with that. Didn't work, and then well, I had a dentist appointment. I had to go get a root canal done, so I was down for the count yesterday afternoon. But anyway, back at it today. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start taking the truck apart so I can get this on there. I don't know if I'll get this on today, but at least we'll get that torn down, and I got to order some valve cover gaskets. So let's go get busy on that. All right, I don't know if y'all have ever seen headlight fluid, but see if I can do it this way. There it is. This one's a little bit low. It's about half full. It should be, from what I understand, looking at the owner's manual, it should be 3/4 full of headlight fluid. So I don't know if I can just add fluid or if I'm just gonna have to buy a new headlight that's 3/4 full, but I'll research that. Well, I started this particular video in here with the intake and the carburetor, and in my mind I was going to get that fixed up and put it on the motor. But then I come out here and I started looking at the truck, and I started looking at everything that really needed to come off before I get to that point. And so that's kind of what I've done over the last couple of days. I know through the wonders of video it looks like it just took a few minutes, but really I've spent a couple of days taking stuff apart. You gotta remember, this stuff's been on here for 50 years, and well, 40 years. It's rusted, and anyhow, there was a hacksaw involved. I got creative on some stuff, just any tool I could find to try to get this stuff apart. But where we're at right now, the hood's off. I've taken the front apart. I'm going to go further. I'm going to take this piece off. I'm going to get the fenders off, the inner fender wells off. I've just decided to go ahead and get it to the point. Go ahead and tear it all the way down, as far down as I'm going to go, and then start putting things back together nice and new and pretty and clean and all that. So this video didn't go exactly like I thought it was going to go. It didn't go the direction I thought it was going to go. But we're making progress. Anything you do is making progress. So that's what I've decided to do, is tear it down. I'm going to go ahead and get I'm going to leave the cab on. That's the one thing I'm not going to take off at this point. I'm saying I'm not going to take the cab off, but I'm going to finish getting the fenders off up here, and I'm going to finish getting the bed off in the back. I can show you where we're at there. I think same place we were on the last video. I got most of this stuff out. I've started taking the bolts and stuff and things out of the bed, so it won't take too much longer to be able to have the bed off and the front off. The only thing left on here is going to be the cab, and then we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to end this video here. When I pick up on the next video, maybe I'll have all that stuff off. I might film some of that. We've got something we got to do over the next few days, so it's going to be a while before I get another video out. But that's where we at on the Warlock right now. So I'll catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching.